Willkommen. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sean Huggins and this is React with Hugs. Thank you so much for being here. Today, we are checking out Buy Visa Hello Digital Euro. Huh? What the frick is the digital euro? This is from EU Made Simple. Link to the original video down in the description as always. But we're going to find out what the digital euro is. This is very interesting to me because Germany, at least, has a very popular stereotype of not being digitized, especially in like the financial sector. A lot of places only take cash. A lot of people only carry around cash, stuff like that. So I'm curious to see what this is all about, but let's waste no more time yapping and hop straight into it. Los Gates.
This video is sponsored by Plod. For a few months now, you might have been seeing the headlines about a digital euro. And you might be wondering, what the hell is it? Surely not another type of crypto, right? Don't worry. It's not. And although your daily life and how you pay may not be much affected, it could revolutionize.
That'd be hilarious if it was just a meme coin. Imagine a government releasing a freaking meme coin. That'd be crazy. Surely no politician, especially not a high-ranking one such as the president of a country, would release their own meme coin and scam people. Anyways, good thing it's not that.
In
That would
digital
be wild.
financial space. You see, major retailers, Aldi, Carrefour, H&M, IKEA, and big payment providers like Worldline and Nexi have asked the European Union to step in. Their message is that the current system is costing Europe money, privacy, and control. So
Okay.
how will things actually change with the digital euro? To make digital payments today, you usually start by opening a bank account with a commercial bank like Santander or ING. This involves submitting documents like proof of identity, address, and sometimes income. Once approved, you get a debit card, typically from Visa or MasterCard. And when you tap that card at the local supermarket, it feels instant. But your bank isn't actually paying the store right away. Instead, the payment request goes through a private network like Visa, which talks to your bank to check your balance and approve the transaction. The actual money moves between banks much later, often taking a day or two, with card companies and intermediaries charging fees along the way. With the digital euro, things will work differently. You download an official euro app from the European Central Bank or licensed provider, and will go through a quick identity check. Once verified, your free digital euro wallet is ready to use. Think of the digital euro wallet like PayPal, a standalone app for holding and sending money. You can top it up from your bank account. You can send or receive digital euros from others, or you can pay with it at your local supermarket. Just like today, you tap your phone and the payment goes directly from your wallet to the store. But unlike today, there's no Visa, no MasterCard, or private bank in the middle. And unlike PayPal, there's no private company involved at all. It's public money, backed by the ECB, like cash, but just digital. And to support financial stability, there will be a limit on how much digital euro any one person can hold. And users wishing to pay more than this set limit would be able to do so by linking their digital wallet to their bank account. So beyond cool features and convenience, the real question is, why does the digital euro matter?
I mean, seems pretty cool so far. Seems like a cool product in theory, but of course, theory and execution are two different things. So let's see.
I mean, you can already pay for your groceries with ease, right? Well, because every time you tap your card, a fee gets paid. Not just to the shop's bank, but often to companies you've never even thought about. In Europe, most of those payments run through two American giants, Visa and MasterCard. Fees charged by Visa and MasterCard rose nearly 34% between 2018 and 2022.
Damn, just from 2018, they rose 34%. That's crazy. Dude, that is just greed right there. There is no reason for them to be raising it 34% in just a couple of years.
With no real improvement for merchants or consumers. Same goes for PayPal, who charge quite high fees for a lot of their business services. And then there's also strategic dependence. These are US companies, which means a huge part of Europe's financial infrastructure sits under foreign control. If the US ever wanted to apply pressure through sanctions or regulations, it could disrupt how Europeans pay and get paid. not ideal for a continent aiming for more sovereignty. As ECB board member Philip Lane put it, Europe's reliance on foreign payment providers has reached striking levels. It exposes us to pressure and limits our ability to control critical parts of our financial infrastructure.
Interesting.
Then there's fragmentation. Countries like France and Germany have their own payment schemes, but they don't work well across borders. So you end up using Visa or MasterCard, even though they sometimes fail abroad. Privacy is another issue. Every card payment creates a data trail, often processed outside of the EU, where GDPR does not really apply. And finally, this duopoly blocks innovation. European fintechs are forced to build on Visa and MasterCard's rails, pay their fees, and follow their rules. That makes it much harder to build smarter, cheaper alternatives.
Damn. I mean, he's bringing up some good points. I can definitely imagine a European equivalent of the Visa MasterCard would be quite disruptive to the American financial system.
And the digital euro is designed to address all of these problems.
Damn.
No more fees flowing to US card companies. No more dependence on foreign-controlled infrastructure. And a more unified European system that works seamlessly across borders. Our data stays in Europe, protected by European laws and not processed overseas. And European companies can finally innovate without being locked into American payment rails. And not to mention the benefits for us, the consumers. It's one simple wallet accepted across the entire Eurozone, whether you're buying a coffee in Lisbon or shopping online in Berlin.
Okay, that's really cool. It sounds like it's literally just euros, but digital. Digital euros. And I mean, the name is perfect. If it actually functions the way that it's named, I think this is a great idea. It sounds awesome.
It just works. No extra fees, no switching apps when you travel.
That's
great. And it works offline too. Payments will be free for consumers and cheap for businesses. A big help, especially for smaller shops. And this isn't about replacing cash or cards. You'll still have a choice. The digital euro is just one more option, and it's designed to work even if you don't have a bank account, thanks to public and offline wallets. But as everything, it's not without controversy. Not everyone is...
All right, here we go. Here's the controversy. Here's the good part. Here's what makes or breaks it.
Convinced that the digital euro is a good idea. Some worry it gives the European Central Bank too much power, especially over our personal data. Even though the ECB promises strong privacy protections, critics fear it could one day be used to monitor how we spend or even limit what we spend our money on.
I mean, yes, but also any of these systems are going to have that. The system right now, all the data goes to America. And with this system, at least it stays within the EU, where I would say there's at least a chance at a little bit of privacy. A chance. Whereas in America, there's just no chance. They're selling your data for advertisements and whatever else, monitoring your spending, everything. They're doing anything and everything, whatever they want.
Those fears are not helped by comparisons to China's digital yuan, which has already sparked global concerns. Unlike cash, the digital yuan is fully traceable, and critics argue it gives the Chinese state an unprecedented ability to track transactions and control financial behavior. Some worry that if Europe isn't careful, it could head down a similar path, even if the intention is different. Banks aren't thrilled either. If people move their savings into digital euro wallets, especially during times of crisis, it could destabilize the financial system. Some economists warn that this could trigger digital era bank runs.
I mean, I guess it kind of depends how much you can keep in your digital euro wallet. They said that there's a maximum amount that you could keep in it. If that maximum amount is like a couple thousand euros, then probably wouldn't completely derail the entire financial infrastructure of Europe. But if it's like 100,000 euros or 1,000,000 euros that you can keep in your digital euro wallet, then it's like, maybe everybody just doesn't use banks anymore. Maybe something like that's kind of possible. I mean, that's my first thought, is like, it kind of depends on how much you can keep in it.
So when is the digital euro actually happening? The ECB started exploring it in 2021.
It will be released by 2035, maybe. Pending a vote in 2031.
2 years later, in 2023, they entered the preparation phase, focusing on the tech, legal framework, and how it could work in practice. Right now, they're testing features like conditional payments and offline use, working with fintechs and payment providers across Europe. The key decision is expected later this year. That's when the ECB will decide whether to move ahead with potential rollout between 2027 and 2028, if it gets the political green light. So we're not quite there yet, but make sure to stay subscribed to not miss out on any news and updates. This is my opinion. The digital euro is a good step forward. It could help Europe build stronger financial tools, like EU-backed bonds, better tax coordination, and maybe even a real capital markets union, where money flows more easily across borders.
True.
And what I don't fully understand is the criticism from people who are worried about European control, but seem fine with handing their data to big tech companies in the US.
That's what I'm
Isn't
saying.
European ownership with EU privacy laws a better deal?
That's
As
what
long
I'm
as
saying.
the digital euro stays optional, and it absolutely should, people can make their own choices. But giving us that choice seems like a smart move. So, if it eventually does come along, I will definitely use it.
Whew, all right. Yeah, I mean, if it does come along, I would definitely use it as well, I think. At least if it functions as advertised. I would love to never have to carry cash again, just take my phone and like tap it or something, or I don't even know. I don't like carrying cash. I feel like I'm always going to get it stolen or like lose it, to be honest. But that being said, I'm curious what you guys, the experts, have to say about it. What do you think of the potential digital euro? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? And what makes you think that? Let me know your thoughts. Leave your mustard down in the comment section below. And when you're done there, please consider subscribing, leaving a like on the video, all that good stuff. It's quick, easy, free, and it really helps the channel a lot. So thank you in advance. But that being said, that's all the time that I have for today. So thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.